How's it going, everybody? And today what we're going to be doing is a jiggle peeking guide, and before we actually get into sort of the best places to do it, what we're going to be doing is sort of looking at the ins and outs of jiggle peeking, the science behind it, and why it's a lot harder to do in Valorant when compared to CSGO. So once again, in the first part of the video, we're just going to be looking at the science of it, how to do it basically, and so at that point, you don't really even need to see the rest of the video where the best and sort of worst spots are. It's simply just an understanding of it, and at that point, you'll basically be able to do it anywhere with just the right mindset. Alright, so now getting into it, here we have a very, very common spot to jiggle peek, right here on Be Long on Bind. Now basically, I see a lot of people just simply do this, not really having too much attention to actually what they're doing, and how deadly what they're doing actually is. What I'm doing right now is incredibly easy to pick off from someone in long. Basically, it's just not the way to do it. Now the reason that this is, and it's just basically all simple physics and the way the engine works, and the way the physics in that engine work for Valorant. Basically, let's do a little bit of an experiment. So let's go right to this area right here. This is as far back as you can be, and I see this quite a lot on the enemy team and on my own team. Right now, imagine that we are in the middle of the jiggle peek. Basically, we're in that sort of middle bit of that left and right movement. At this point, as you can see, I see a little bit of long. Not too much, but I see just around a little bit less than half. So let's mark it right there.
Right here.
Anything left of that marker, I just can't see. There's something blocking it. There's nothing around it. I can't see it. However, again, let's mark it. And if we actually go to that area and sort of stand to the right of it here, you will see that despite them not being, or you not being able to see me, I'm the enemy, I can still see you. As you can see, I can still see the half of it, and I can definitely see your shoulder. I know you're there, and I can sort of, it's predicting basically. I know you're coming, and I know you're trying to jiggle peek it. Now, basically, the reason this is simple physics. The farther you are from an angle, the easier it is to see it, and conversely, the closer you are to this angle, the harder it is for you to see me. Now, this doesn't essentially mean that we just can't jiggle peek anymore. Basically, all it means is that we have to try to negate this sort of physics process, because you can. You can sort of lessen it, but again, no matter what you do, the farther you are, the faster they will see you. But again, there are ways to sort of get around that. Now, the best way to do it is sort of to use the surprise of you jiggle peeking and a small amount of space to jiggle peek. Now, I know that somewhat sounds complex, but it's really as simple as this. If you look at right here, I am safe. If they're just standing right there, especially at the start of the round, they can't see me when I'm right here. Even though they're super far out and super far right, they can't see me. They're just simply too far. Now, look at the amount of space that I have to move left and right to actually see everything and then go back to a safe position. It's quite a bit of area. It's not very fast, and it's pretty deadly. However, let's move a little bit closer, and now I am safe. Once again, I may not be safe from somewhere up close. However, again, at the start of the round, when you're trying to jiggle peek, if they're right there, they're definitely not going to be able to see you if you're right here. Again, if you're a little bit to the far right, they could see your shoulder, but if you're playing it kind of safe, right here, they can't see you. You are safe at this angle. And now, look at the time it takes for me to go left and right. Look at the space I have to travel. It is much, much less than this one right here. Again, right here, you are safe. Look at how much space you have to travel. When conversely, right here, simple as that. And you are completely safe back here, unless they, of course, come close. But again, at the start of the round, they wouldn't be there. And so that is basically the way you want to jiggle peek. You want to use very small amounts of sort of space and do sort of very quickly and sort of surprisingly. Right here, they have no idea where you're coming. Right here, they know you're coming. Again, use that small amount of space and those quick lateral movements to actually get a good jiggle peek. And so essentially, that is it. If you made it to this part of the video, you've basically understand now how to actually jiggle peek and the science behind it. So basically, you can actually do it at your own accord wherever you want in a way. As long as you have the right mindset and you're doing it correctly, you should be fine. So if you actually want to keep watching, these is just a sort of compilation of all some of the best ones that I use. Some of these are a little bit safer, some of these are a little bit more deadly. But basically, again, as long as you have the right mindset and you're doing it correctly, you can do it essentially anywhere. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I really always appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.